Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. It's Jasmine. I have a 7-card spread here. This is for final thoughts and feelings and the energy of Derek Chauvin, the officer that killed George Floyd. And I want to pick up his energy and see where his thoughts are now and see what other things are floating around him and see what I can pick up. Okay, so I asked the cards, what was he thinking? How does he feel now that he's done what he's done? And what energy is surrounding him? Okay. So before I get started, I'd like to say this video is not made for kids. If you're under the age of 18, please click off now. This channel is my brand. Do not attempt to copy any of it. Also, for you trolls, because you keep coming on my page, just like I said before, and then this is what gets me. I'm sitting here saying, don't leave bad comments, and then you still come on here and leave a bad comment. It's like, you don't have a brain. I mean, what's wrong with you trolls? I guess that's why you're called trolls. But this is my channel. There won't be no bad comments here. So get that through your head once and for all. Okay? There's a new sheriff in town on YouTube, and that's me. And this is the way it's going to go on my channel. I don't care what you do on other people's channels, but on my channel, you trolls, stay off. If you're not a true believer of tarot, then get off and go watch something else. Point blank, that's it. Okay, now, for my subscribers and the people that do love coming here, let's get on with the reading. Okay, so here we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. When it's in the upright position, we see a man sitting here looking out. He's got the work that he's done. This is what these two wands represent, the work that he's done. And then there's one in his hand. So he's waiting for his ships to come in. Because see, here's the ships down here sailing in. So he's waiting for help. But it's in the reverse. So I see that he has no help. There's absolutely no help for him. And he knows that. He knows that he truly screwed up. And that most likely things are going to go bad for him. This when someone is overconfident, because this is when someone has too much pride and they're overconfident and makes them do things they shouldn't and go the wrong way. And this card represents that as well. He was overconfident, thought he was above the law and that he could do whatever he wanted to do, and look where it led him. So this card comes up a lot when people are overconfident, too much pride, thinking they can do whatever they want to do, and then boom, look what happens to them. Okay, so here we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. When it's in the upright position, that both means that you have enemies. Okay, but in the upright position, you have the advantage. You're fighting because you're on a hill and you have the advantage. And although you got a bunch of people jabbing at you, you got the advantage because you're on top. Okay, so but for him, it fell on the reverse. So what does that mean? That means that he doesn't no longer have the advantage. He can no longer win the battle. He is not in a position to where he can do anything that's above the law anymore because he isn't locked up. Okay, so yeah, that's his energy. He kind of might feel that the threats have passed, or maybe this is a near miss or something like that. But in all, he feels like he's got a lot of enemies out there. Okay, and yeah, he sure does. I'm sure that people want to get him, you know. They have to, and they also have to keep him on suicide watch. I'll explain that in a minute. So now here we have the the Three of Swords in the reverse. I see that his attorneys are, because there's 3 people. I see that his attorneys are advising him to do like a public apology. And even if he does, it's not going to be sincere, because this is the card that you get when there's an apology coming. Okay, but I feel like his lawyers are allegedly, I'm going to use the word allegedly. Every time I'm on YouTube, I have to say allegedly because people like to sue, you know. So I have to use the word allegedly. I don't like using that word. It makes me feel like my work is not credible, but I have to use it. But allegedly, I feel like his lawyers are telling him, you know, why don't you do a public apology, calm things down, show the world you're really sorry. And he might even do it, but it's not going to be sincere. Number one, it's because his lawyers told him to do it. Number two, the only thing he's sorry about is that he got caught. That he messed up his life, not somebody else's. He's not sorry that everybody's rioting. He's not sorry that people are burning things down. He's not sorry that George Floyd died or that he put his knee on his neck. He's sorry that he lost his job and got caught. That's the only thing that he's sorry about. Okay, that's his energy in this card here. So, like I said, he might do an apology. You might be shocked and see him do an apology, but it will not be sincere. It will not be sincere. It will be as he was directed to do by his attorneys. Okay? I don't see him sorry for anything but for himself. Now we have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So when it's in that upright position, that means you have a lot of luck. Your future looks bright. And you're very lucky, you're entering a lucky cycle. But for him, the wheel has stopped. The wheel has stopped spinning. No more moving forward. He's in stagnation. And he's going to stay in stagnation for a very long time. He's not going to have good luck. Nothing is going to go his way, the way he wants it to go. He's just going to be stuck in stagnation, bad luck. Nothing's moving forward for him because the universe is no longer going to help him. The universe no longer wants to do nothing with him. The universe has no gifts for him, no luck for him, no nothing. The universe is completely leaving him alone and not going to do anything for him ever at all. The universe is done with him. So yeah, and the universe is literally saying in this card, better luck next time because your luck is over. You're in stagnation now. The momentum of this wheel spinning has stopped, and it won't be spinning for you anymore. It's done. So that's what the universe is literally saying to him. Now here we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Now remember, in the upright, it's the victory. It's a victory card. But remember, it has a double-edged sword. So one way can go good and the other way can go bad. For him, there is no victory. The victory that he thought he was going to get by choking that man, George, he did not get that victory. He messed up his whole future with that. He messed up his whole life. He messed up his family's life. And then look what he did to the world. Look, because of his one little action, look what he did to the world. So he had no victory in his actions. It's over. The victory he was trying to achieve by being a brutal cop, by being abusive, that victory did not come for him. In fact, it reversed on him. The universe reversed it on him. It reversed. The universe was not going to let him win. No matter what I'm saying, this is what I'm trying to say to people. No matter if the other cops get arrested or not, I mean, it does matter. I'm not saying it doesn't matter. It does matter because I want them to get arrested too. But the universe comes in. This is what people don't understand. They're out there looting and burning stuff. The universe is going to come in and take care of them one way or the other. Okay? It's going to come in and take care of them. Just the other day, someone asked me something about how was the spirits or God was going to handle this. And I told him, I said, there's going to be either an earthquake or a flood or, some kind of bad weather in Minneapolis. And here I heard today on the news that they're having real bad hail there, heavy rains, tornado warning, everything. God sent that. God sent that to settle those people down. Heavy rain so they can't start no fires. You think that it doesn't rain, it's just a coincidence? There are no coincidences in life. Everything happens for a reason. God sent that storm to Minneapolis today to settle them down so they couldn't light any more fires, to settle them down. I heard there's tornado warnings, there's heavy hail, and there's pouring rain. And in Detroit too. I have an aunt in Detroit, called me and she told me the same thing. There's heavy hail, there's rain, tornado warnings, everything. Okay, God sent that. He is watching. He acts on everything. Don't ever think that he's not looking. Don't ever think that he's not going to do nothing about stuff. He's going to do stuff in his time, in his own time. So again, like I said, victory, Derek did not get his victory in choking that George. When you get the sword, this literally is telling you that you're applying too much pressure. Now, I know that no pun intended, okay? No pun intended. But this card literally tells you you're applying too much pressure to the situation. and wants to tell you to stop applying pressure to the situation or you're going to end up nowhere. And that's exactly what he did. He applied pressure to George's neck, and look where it ended up. He didn't use his common sense. This card also, the Two of Swords, reminds you to use your common sense. Quit applying so much pressure, or else you're going to end up nowhere. And that's exactly what happened to him right there. So now we have the swords. All he's got is nothing but swords. Look at that. And then he's got the death card down here. The Wheel of Fortune stopped turning for him. He's got enemies. I mean, wow. What energy for him. Okay, so the Knight of Swords. In the upright, this is a message rushing in. You see how the horse is flying through the air. There's wind blowing, and his feet aren't even touching the ground. And the knight has his sword up, showing his power. Okay, and look, there's birds in the background. If you haven't noticed, birds always bring messages. Okay, and then a horse always means movement. Okay, so for him, the movement is over. There's no movement right now because now he's in stagnation because of what he did. The messages that are coming through are saying that he can no longer move in the direction he was going as far as his career. He can no longer go that way. He can no longer win the battle of life, is what I'm hearing. His mental state is worn out right now. This card literally means that. He's apprehensive. He feels a lot of apprehension. He's got battles yet to win. So that gives him a lot of anxiety. And the battles I'm talking about is court. He's got that battle to win, but he's not going to win it. Guess what? He's not going to win it. But he feels that way. He feels very, very apprehensive. He sees a lot. He's seen a lot of delays. Yeah, he has no more stamina left in his soul, is what I'm trying to say. His soul has no more stamina. It's just like it's dead. You know, he's at a standstill. He has no more strength, and his mental attitude is bad. His mental state is bad. I see that he has suicidal thoughts, or it has crossed his mind to kill himself because he doesn't want to face all these years in prison, and he doesn't want to be looked at as a bad person. Well, guess what? It's too late, Derek. It's too late. Okay, and he's not able to cope with the drama of it. Okay, to him it's like a lot of drama. He mentally he's not stable enough to cope with it. He's always used to getting his way or doing things his way. Never in a million years did he ever think that he was going to be in prison or in trouble for this, lose his job, lose his family, or whatever. So all that is a big turmoil for him on his mind. So he has had suicidal thoughts. You know, he's thought about killing himself, or maybe he says death would be better for me than to spend all these years in prison. You know, but again, he's not sorry. He's not saying, oh, I did this, I'm so wrong, I should kill myself because of what I did. No, he's not thinking in those terms. He's thinking, I want to kill myself because I don't want to spend all these years in prison. I don't want to look like the bad guy. You know, that's the attitude he has, the mentality he has. So again, that's wrong. Again, how is he sorry? Where is he sorry at? I see no sorry for him. Nothing that indicates that he's remorseful about what he caused. His action caused this whole thing. It was the straw that broke the camel's back, because all this has been mounting and mounting and mounting, you know, for this to happen. Well, he was the last person that was a straw that broke the camel's back. And look what he leashed out. He leashed out a fury of hell. Okay, so now for the last one, we have the death card. Okay, now remember I told you that death doesn't always mean death, but in this case it might, because it's the last card, it's the ending. So it could mean two things, guys. Two scenarios, and I'm going to say it again, two scenarios, so people won't come back in the comments and be like, well, you were wrong, and he didn't die, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, I don't want to hear that. Okay, so I'm telling you two scenarios. Scenario number one, if he succeeds at killing himself, then yes, death will come. If he gets a death penalty, yes, death will come. That's scenario number one. Scenario number two, his life that he has always lived the way he lived, being a cop, you know, for all those years, the wife, the kids, all that has come to an end. The karmic cycle is over. There won't be no more of that for him ever. Because even if he doesn't get the death penalty or don't kill himself, his wife will leave. be gone. He'll be left alone in prison, maybe 40, 30 years, who knows. When he gets out, he'll have nothing. He'll be a big nothing. And even then, somebody might kill him because they're not going to forget. People are never going to forget what he did. And he knows that. His name is tarnished forever. This is going to go down in history. The man that killed George Floyd with the knee, that caused this whole commotion, bad, evil man, and he knows that. So either way, his life has ended, whether it's by real death or just, because his life just ended and there's nothing left to live for. Okay? So that's the ending for now. I'm going to leave it at that because there's going to be more coming on him. Yeah, that's it for now. This is his energy right now that I can see. There'll be more coming. I'll do a part 2 on this. Okay, guys? Like I said, allegedly, because YouTube likes for you to use that word. And please leave your comments. Like, again, be respectful, because if you're not, I'm kicking you out. Plain and simple. New sheriff in town, and that's me. Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. Please share. Thumbs up, subscribe, and leave comments. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.